There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Makes the grab down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. On the ground, it's Ford. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Ready. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Right on target this time. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. First score of the game goes up.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When I see the defensive man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of to make big plays.
Gonna run it. It's Spears. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room, it's Chavez. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this is a big third down coming up, man. This team's trailing, haven't had a great first half, but this offense has a chance to cut into the lead or tie this football game. Big third down coming up.
Glenn comes to the line, lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Brewer. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He might want another play. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Watkins. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn.
Lots of running room. He's at the 10, and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I think...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
From the gun, the ground game. Takes it the other way. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown.
Dip 3 soda! Dip 3 soda! Come on, set!
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, it's Brewer. Under fire. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tulane.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Brewer. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Ford. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the middle. Finds some room. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He makes a catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Steps away to find some room. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Handoff from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Brewer. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Here we go.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. Here he comes from deep in the end zone, and this is a better worker. He's going to hear about it. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They'll start the third quarter with the run. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Hey, camper!
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Brewer. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now they're going to throw it. And they're not on the same page there. The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on third down.
Let's go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Trying to pound their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Look.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put...
And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this game.
They'll go with a direct snap. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Soft spot in the middle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown! And the beatdown has ensued. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. There's a fine line between confidence and recklessness, and here he comes out of the end zone. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Fires to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, they're able to hit the corner route. Now, as a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Got his man quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. They got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
First down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Rides the back and leaves it. Touchdown, Green Wave! Great job by the back on the option.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The give from the gun. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hit yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air, it's Brewer. Throws to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The play action fake. The short hands, it's Thorne. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Quarterback making checks. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Sprinting away. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
22.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Makes the grab over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Green Wave. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. He'll set up to throw. He's got him. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Brewer. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The quick out. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Line, trumpet.
Wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Got a man. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved